Welcome to the Furious Stiles Podcast. I am your host, Furious Stiles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into it, y'all. Hey, yeah. Let's go. At the Furious Stiles Podcast, you will hear different perspectives from myself and my guests on music, life, and everything in between. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Furious Stiles. All right, let's go.
Once again,
we back. Hey, this is gonna be a great show today because the last show that we did was about the top 25 rappers.
Rappers.
Yeah, the rappers, MCs. So it would only be right that we bring the top 10 producers, dead or alive, to the table as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
One of my beliefs is you've got MCing as far as the four elements of hip hop. You got MCing, you got DJing, B-boying, and for those that don't know what B-boying is, that's breakdancing, y'all.
Right.
All of my brothers in the Far East, they know all about that now because they've taken breakdancing and have run with it literally.
Yeah.
But breakdancing, it all started here in South Bronx, or up north. And the other element is, what do we got? DJing. So MCing, B-boying, DJing, graffiti.
Right.
If there was ever a fifth element, y'all, it's definitely got to be
producing beats.
Yeah, production. So that's what we're gonna get into today, y'all. Top 10 producers, dead or alive. And so first off, I got my big bro back. This is the middle child. Y'all know about the song J. Cole, Middle Child. This is who he was talking about right here, y'all. Give it up for Hypnotic, aka Sour Grapes, y'all.
Yes.
They love you out here, Hypnotic, Sour Grapes. Like I'm so used to calling you Hypnotic, so I'm trying to get used to the Sour Grapes.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's like two of you. There's like the hip hop Hypnotic, and then there's like the alternative rock Sour Grapes.
Yeah, I got several different things I'm trying to do. Several different things.
Word. So and including those things that you're talking about, you actually had sent me a track called Sleep.
Right.
Where y'all, this brother right here is he's multi-talented. He already is a writer, and now as far as movie scripts and of course people who can write movies, I believe you can write TV shows too. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I know your specialty
writer.
has been movies.
If you're a writer, you can apply it to several things. You can apply it to music, movies, TV shows, cartoons, what have you.
Yeah.
Everything that requires some creativity.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree. I mean, but now you are getting into music, and the track that you sent me was really dope. It's actually got you on there playing the guitar.
Right.
And like I said, this is my guitar. I play guitar riffs on my keyboard, but he's actually on a real guitar. And you got you got a kick, got a snare. So it's a cool track, and it's got you singing on there. I was just like, when I heard it, I was like, this is pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, hopefully you're the first of many fans. So
yeah,
but like I said, it's just a thing. A form of expression is all music is. You expressing your thoughts, expressing how you're feeling.
Yeah,
that's what music is. It's sort of just a way to get your imprint onto new things and creative things.
Yeah, so. yeah. I agree, man. It's a beautiful expression. I always say between my family, it just how it is. Life has its trials and tribulations,
right?
And of course, I've always had my fam that's always been there for me. But the other thing that's always been there for me has been hip hop,
right?
I think I want to say Lupe Fiasco had a song, "Hip Hop Saved My Life" or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, where he had the girl in there singing. So I relate to that song like 1,000,000,000% because me and just my name is Furious, so there's a reason for that, and just all the different mess that I got myself into as a young bull. I found myself really being saved and staying out of a lot of trouble because of hip hop.
Right.
And I just put my emotions into that and made some really cool music.
Put your soul into it. He's got some soulful music, y'all.
Yeah.
Check out the discography, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I was thinking about that song I got called Represent. I was thinking about using that music for something because, and I'll go ahead and put this out here. For those, I talked about this in some previous videos where I would make a Patreon for my special listeners and watchers, and also a PayPal me for those that just, if you want to, it's no pressure. If you want to donate to the podcast to help out around here,
right.
That's cool. But I was thinking about, because one of my tiers, you have different tier levels on the Patreon. And like on the level 2, I got bonus videos that I'm going to do for my level 2 patrons out there. And I'm thinking about the theme music for that. I'm thinking about using that song Represent, using that music.
Oh, okay,
The joint that's produced by Dirk Ills.
Yes, hype.
Yeah.
Great joint.
Shout out to Dirk Ills, man, by the way. That brother is like, just like my real brother, like Dirk Ills, like that dude, every time that I do something, he tells everybody about it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been putting ads up for the podcast, just letting everybody know about it and putting it on Twitter, and he's just been reposting everything, like letting all his people know, because he's on like Twitch, and he's a gamer, and he has a streaming thing.
Yeah.
So and I'm sure he probably knows about that thing Caffeine you were telling me about.
Right.
Yeah, I think he knows about that too. But Twitch is definitely established right now. But I think Caffeine might give it a little competition.
Right, run for its money.
Yeah, run for its money. There's also Mixer that's out there too. I like Mixer too.
Right.
That's a streaming service. But anyway, so how's your week been?
Great week, man. Like you saying, it's just great to be alive.
Yeah,
Great to be able to be creative. I mean, people dying every day, man. You just gotta really enjoy your life and enjoy your family while you can, just every day.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I said, with the Kobe Bryant thing, you just gotta sort of realize that none of us are here forever. So, the ones you're with, just love them to the hilt, love them as much as you can.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so cool to have my brother here. Like this is like a really fun thing. I really enjoy doing this. I have fun recording this show. I have fun editing the show. That's even fun. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite things to do right now is to edit this podcast. And but it's a blessing, to have you, show up here safely. Coming from the east side, and but yeah, just to have you, us here alive and well together, brothers. You've always supported me, always been there for me, and it's just really dope to have you on the podcast with me. So I really appreciate you, bro.
Well, the good thing is that not bragging on you, but you're good. All the stuff you've ever done has always been good and interesting. So
appreciate it.
It's a natural draw. I mean, like I said, if the world can get to know you like I know you, then
right.
the world will really love you. So
yeah,
this podcast is just like the first step of many things. I think.
I really appreciate that, man. So I'm thinking that this will be another avenue to get it all out there. And you did mention Kobe Bryant, and I wanted to do just a quick moment of silence because we lost a legend and a legend's daughter, who probably was going to be a legend in her own right.
Right.
And we also lost 7 other brothers and sisters on that helicopter in California recently. I know that this video might come out a little later because we got a bunch of videos in front of this in the pipeline.
Right.
But I wanted to make sure that at least one of these videos, we paid our respects to them, and we also paid our respects to all the fans, every human that's out there who is in pain, who has lost somebody, and who's having to deal with a lost one, whoever you are, wherever you at. I want to, give my condolences to you and let you know that I'm we're praying for you, whoever you are who's watching this, and if you've lost somebody, we're praying for you. So I just wanted to do a moment of silence for everybody that we lost, if you don't mind.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, just a couple seconds. All right, so yeah, just want to pay some respects, man. Life is tough. It can be difficult. It can be painful, especially when somebody's gone and you're never going to get them back. So, just want to pay my respects. But we're gonna keep this energy up there positive. We're gonna try to help everybody out there. That's
KTSC. Keep the same energy.
Yeah, keep the same energy, man. Just we're gonna keep it up there, man, and keep this thing going, man. Keep this podcast going. what you listening to? What do people out there need to be checking for? I know what I got to tell them, but I'm curious as to what you got to tell them.
Oh, obviously they gotta check Furious Stiles discography. Just check it out. I'm telling you, it's a
Whoops.
it's a disappointment there.
Yeah, I know it's like disappointment, but that's what I get for not checking my sounds before I hit the pads. But anyway,
Okay,
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, and also
As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna edit that out.
yeah, that'll work.
So, but go ahead though.
I just Griselda Records,
Yeah.
gotta check for those brothers. They're coming out with something new all the time.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think. Her, HER, that artist, her, her stuff.
yeah.
Gotta check for her stuff.
Yeah. She gives me Prince vibes.
Yeah, she's talented too. I mean, she does guitar and
Yeah.
she probably produces her own stuff, and
Oh yeah, she's dope.
So
man.
yeah,
Shout out to her.
yeah.
Well,
She's
and,
good
you know
looking,
what's so funny about that? I was saying shout out to her as in her gender, but that is her name, her too. So
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, it works.
I'm telling you, if I could run into her one of these days.
Man.
But yeah, just I'm trying to think if there's any new stuff. Last thing I think I bought was some V-Don and Dark Low, and then I bought
Oh man, yeah, that Dark Low. I was up in here getting the show started, and Sour Grapes was over here bumping some Dark Low that's like super dope.
yeah,
It's hard, man. That dude got that hardcore voice with that ill track in the back.
yeah.
What was it called?
That song's called Push the Button.
Push the Button. Okay. Yeah.
So it's real hardcore. That's mostly what I listen to. But I do have different phases when I want to get into different things. But Dark Low and just Yo Gotti, any and all of them.
Oh yeah.
I got Yo Gotti. I bought a couple tracks by him. I mean, he's got a track called something Dope Chiller. I think it's called Dope Chiller.
I still got to check his album out.
Yeah, and just I listen to East Coast, South guys, West Coast, and Raz Kaz. He's got a track out there called Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
That's the new hot thing, Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian. If you don't know about that, it's a Star Wars series. So
Oh yeah.
comes on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But it's like the hot thing right now. But like I said, Raz Kaz, I listen to just a variety of stuff.
Yeah. Well, for me, like I said, I kind of had a feeling you were gonna say Griselda because Griselda's just killing it, man.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a track. I'm trying to see if I can think of the name of it by Royce the 5'9", featuring Benny the Butcher, called "Upside Down."
Yeah.
That's the hotness right now, y'all. Y'all got to check for that.
Royce has never spit anything whack.
Yeah,
Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, and Benny hasn't either.
Yeah.
One of the memes, the crazy thing about it is that one of the memes that I've been seeing online about this song, people have been putting up a picture of Jordan and Pippen. They're saying that Royce and Benny the Butcher, whoever's Jordan, whoever's Pippen, they're saying that that's what this track sounds like, and I agree.
Right.
It's ill, man.
Yeah.
So, and you're right, Royce ain't never came whack. Honestly,
They got a video out for it too.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching. The video's dope.
Yeah.
The video's dope. They're in like this church. It's like real ill. I actually sent Royce a message on Twitter. I hope he saw it. I don't know, but I told him, I said, "Hey, welcome to the Hall of Fame, bro."
Yeah.
That verse for me, it pretty much solidified Royce's Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
Because that verse is so ill, y'all. Y'all got to check for that. Another thing that I'm bumping. Got it right here on the iPad. My boys, and I've talked to my bro about these guys, man. City Morgue has a new album out called it's Volume 2 called As Good As Dead. And these guys are the guys that do the trap metal. So it's like trap beats kind of, and then some of the beats are kind of like just rap. And then some of the beats are heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a mixture. So they're really a mixture of trap and rap and heavy metal. And even on this next album, like the first album was mostly metal and rap and trap. This one is those three categories, along with some alternative as well. Because it actually has like a Zillakami. That's one of the guys in the group. It's him and Sauce Mula. And Zillakami is actually kind of doing some little bit of alternative singing on this album. So it's different. It's dope though. It's different than Volume 1 than the first album they put out.
So is it like the old group, like POD, I guess it would call it, or maybe like with the group with what's his name? It's not the guy from Detroit. It's the other guy. I forget what his name is. Is it a mix of rap and is it a mix on the same record?
Yeah, yes. Sometimes it'll be just like straight rapping, but most times they'll have a track where it's like they're rapping and then they're doing some of the heavy metal, screaming on it.
Yeah.
And then some tracks is rapping, heavy metal screaming, and a little bit of alternative singing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then as far as the beats, sometimes it's just a trap beat. Sometimes it's like maybe a hip hop beat. Sometimes it's a mixture of trap or rap mixed with a metal beat, like with guitars and stuff, hardcore metal guitars. And yeah. So, and then sometimes it has like that alternative feel, like with this new album.
Okay.
Because the first album didn't really have a whole lot of that alternative feel, but they got a couple tracks on the new album that has an alternative feel to it.
Yeah, because I have a heavy metal track myself I need to lay down, but I can't see mixing those. My hats off to guys who can mix those and make them sound good.
You're talking about like the engineering?
No, I'm talking about just putting the stuff on the same album that's got all these different genres and stuff.
Hey, listen to City Morgue.
Yeah,
and they'll give you an idea of how that works.
Okay.
It's funny that you said mixing because I was thinking more of like mixing on an engineering level.
Right.
Because I was just like, man, when you have all of those different dynamics in one song, like who is engineering this stuff? Because it sounds really good.
Yeah, you got to make it all the same level, sound the same volume and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, shout out to whoever is mixing their music, dude. Like that dude is doing his thing.
They're called City Morgue, right?
City Morgue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah. So check for that, y'all. That's who I've been bumping lately. I'm trying to see. Is there anybody else? Yeah, and like I said, so, Royce, Benny the Butcher's song, Zillakami's new album, or Zillakami and Sauce Mula at City Morgue, their new album, and of course, Griselda.
Right.
Still bumping that What Would Sheen Gun Do?
Right, What Would Sheen Do?
That Dr. Birds.
Yeah.
They were on, was it Jimmy Fallon they were on?
Yeah,
they were on there. So they doing their thing. So salute to those brothers, man.
Yeah, Griselda all day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, man, last time that we were here, we did an introduction on you. My first episode was with my queen. I did an introduction on me and her. So I don't think we need an introduction on us right now. We just get right into it.
All right.
And today we are doing, like we said earlier, we're doing the top 10 best producers, dead or alive. And I guess I'll go ahead and start. Let me grab this iPad real quick.
All right. And
I'm going to set it off. Every time I set it off, like Boosie.
He came back from the dead. He's back on radio, y'all.
Yeah.
Boosie got some track. I think it's on that No Limit inspired track or whatever that.
Yeah. It is. I can't think of it.
He actually is pretty hard on that.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but Boosie, man, that guy,
you don't
man.
kill like we kill. Yeah, that ain't my fault. Whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that was the It Ain't My Fault was the original song with Silk the Shocker and Master P. So they took that and they revamped it.
Right.
Yeah. Boosie, man, that guy is. I don't know if you've been watching him or keeping up with him on Instagram. That dude is hilarious, man. So he's just fun. That's just a funny guy. So let me move over to my notes real quick, and let's see here. There we go. I was thinking I was gonna have to download the app again. Like, good grief. Let's see here. Top 10 producers. All right, so start off with number 10. And I don't know. I might do some honorable mentions later or something like that. I don't know. But I'm really pretty firm on this list. These guys got hits. These are guys that I love, and it was just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That These are my top 10 favorites. The number 10 that I'm gonna start out with, y'all. It's one entity, but ironically, just like you and me, it's two brothers, Mr. Walt and Evil D, and they make up the Beat Miners.
Yeah, baby. Black Moon.
Yeah. So
Duck Down Records.
yes, sir.
Listen to them. Getting beamed up to this spacecraft.
Hey, this is what happens when you don't know your sounds first, y'all. I'm trying to find that. I could have sworn. Yeah. I'm going to find it. Goodness.
That's the computer laughing at you.
I know. After I went through 50,000 sounds. So, yeah, y'all. This producing duo, what they do is I think there's been times where they've done tracks together, but for the most part they do them solo. So yeah, this is this producing group, they all started with the first time I ever heard him was DJ Evil D, and he actually is a part of the group Black Moon.
Right.
That's with Duck Down Records.
Legendary group.
Yeah, legendary. You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn. And Duck Down Music has been one of my favorite rap collective / record labels since day one. Even before I was Wu-Tang Forever, I was Duck Down Forever first.
Right.
So, yeah, man, you talk about Into the Stage, first album by Black Moon. You talk about how many MCs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For those who don't know, look up these tracks that I'm talking about right now. Black Moon, how many MCs. That whole album really is, I would say, it probably could be considered a classic, Into the Stage.
Yeah, it is.
And so, you know, you had tracks like that, and then you had, I want to say, Mr. Walt produced Bucktown by Smith and Wesson.
I forget. I didn't list out everything he produced, but I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think either one or both of them produced that. But a lot of the bangers that you all will hear from Smith and Wesson, from Black Moon, OGC, Helter Skelter, those tracks were produced by the Beat Miners.
Right.
And those brothers are actually still doing their thing to this day. So that's one of my favorite rap collectives, Duck Down Music. So I gotta pay respects to show my salute to the Beat Miners, y'all. So
if you get on the Duck Down website or whatever, I don't know if it's Duck Down or whatever, you can get beats from them, and they'll do features on your record or whatever if you're an artist. So they're still doing stuff there, you know.
Oh yeah,
trying to put themselves out there.
Yeah, man. So that's who I'm starting out with. I'm starting out strong at number 10 with the Beat Miners, y'all.
All right.
I got it right the first time then, because like I told my queen before, I was like, when I watched the David Banner podcast, David Banner will literally hit 16 pads before he finds the right one, and I just pulled a David Banner. Shout out to David Banner, big fan of yours, bro.
Yeah. Just bought a track of his about a month ago.
Yeah, I've been bumping that.
God Box still.
Well, yeah, that, but the Death of a Pop Star that I put on Twitter the other day.
I can't find that anywhere.
Yeah, I had to show you. I had to show you that. But yeah, it's dope. You definitely need to hear it.
Yeah,
some of Ninth Wonder's best music. But
okay.
But yeah, so who you got for number 10?
My number 10 is starting off here, LES.
Oh,
3 letters, LES.
Yeah. Speak on it.
Crime, life, money, time. He'll edit that out later.
Oh yeah, no, you say whatever. You know, we'll edit it.
Those aren't song titles as far as I know, but they're the beginning of this song called "Find Your Wealth."
Oh yeah,
superbly produced by LES.
Stay into the mic though, like you know.
Oh yeah.
But so that way we can hear you really good. Say that again.
Yeah, so song called "Find Your Wealth."
Oh okay.
Produced by LES.
Oh yeah.
On the I guess that was the Queensbridge Finest album.
Ooh yeah, good album.
So.
Good album. Wasn't that the same one with Uchi Wally on it?
Yeah.
Oh so. Yeah. I got some jams. That's something we could talk about later. I got some jams on that Queensbridge Finest.
Oh yeah.
That was an album that kind of went under the radar.
Yeah.
But it kind of got known when the Uchi Wally came out. But there was still other bangers on there though.
Yeah.
So yeah, LES for sure. Yeah. Shout out to LES. Is there anything else you had to say about him?
Well, no, he also did the Flyers, and he's done a lot of other tracks. But just check him out though.
Ooh, the Flyers,
Nas,
yeah,
Stillmatic.
Stillmatic with AZ.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. That might be an honorable mention for me because I'm starting to think about some of the tracks that he's done, man. And he's done some ill stuff.
Oh yeah, he's on point. Number 10 on my list.
Yeah, I love that song, The Flyers. All right, so heading on to my number 9, and this is definitely a crowd favorite. I think y'all gonna feel me on this one. This brother right here, he likes to collab with the brother Freddie Gibbs from Indiana. He also, before he even met Freddie Gibbs, he was putting out bangers after bangers, instrumentals, producing for other people. He kind of has a little bit of the spirit of Jay Dilla in him. And the brothers from the West Coast, shout out to the West Side. And, hey, shout out to Madlib, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
This is the same guy, like I said, collaborating with Freddie Gibbs. He's made beats for, all kind of people. All kind of other artists out there. I remember the Quasimodo albums and all those dope beats that he had with that higher pitched voice.
Exactly, he likes that alternative personality type thing.
Yeah, man. Madlib is his name rings bells. I mean, I don't even know if you're a hip hop listener. It's when you hear that
East Coast,
yeah. When you hear that name, you know what time it is. So right now, I would definitely suggest checking out his collaboration albums with Freddie Gibbs.
MF Doom.
Oh, yeah. I was going to mention MF Doom, too.
Yeah.
But both albums that he has with Freddie Gibbs, those are some of the illest beats that I've heard from Madlib. I mean, Madlib is – I don't think Madlib has ever come whack. I mean, honestly, I think he's been consistently dope. But I would advise everybody out there to go check out that Pinata album. Yeah. With him and Freddie Gibbs, and the other one is Bandana.
Bandana, yeah.
Yeah, both of those albums are super dope, y'all. So those are two of my favorite albums to bump, by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib.
Yeah.
That's an unlikely pairing, you know what I mean? But apparently Freddie Gibbs got some of that hip hop in him, like he don't want to just rap over trap beats. He's like, hey, I like that hip hop, you know what I mean? Right. So Freddie Gibbs, man, shout out to him too. So that's my number 9, y'all, Madlib.
All right, my number 9 is The Alchemist.
Oh, man.
Alchemist.
That's a legend, y'all. Living legend. I had to give him another one.
The Realist.
Ooh, man.
Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth album.
Yeah.
Not High Enough with just a song off of his Gutter Water album.
Okay.
And I'm of the mind that believes that, Alchemist just knows what sounds good. It's not about trying to sound black with him.
Yeah.
He's really just trying to create the dopest music.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I mean, I just, like I said, it's almost like his music doesn't sound black at all. It just sounds cool,
Yeah, dope is dope.
Yeah, he's just trying to bring the best out of the track and the best out of the MC with the song. I mean, he's number 9 on my list.
Yeah, dope is dope, man. Like I said, I'm a huge fan, and man. So yeah, we're gonna definitely. I don't want to do any spoilers, but I don't think we're done talking about The Alchemist, y'all.
Yeah.
So that was your number
9.
9?
Number 9, yeah.
All right, so here we go. My number 8 is The Alchemist. Like
didn't take long to get to him.
Yeah, it didn't take long. I was like, I got a feeling that we ain't done talking about this brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mobb Deep.
Yeah. His own album.
The first, what was it? The first Infantry. The green album with the green cover, with the hold you down, like that's every hip hop head that's out there. Listen, if that ain't a top track in your list somewhere for songs or beats, you know what I'm saying? There's no way you're an Alchemist fan. There's no way that you love the Alchemist and don't love that Hold You Down song. That is one of the illest joints he's done. That had had Illa. Well, speaking of Illa, had Illa G on there.
Yeah.
Had Prodigy on there, and oh man! And speaking of that, Prodigy's album, that first solo album by Prodigy,
HNIC.
Yeah, HNIC.
Yeah.
That first one that he put out, man. Let me tell you something. Shout out to my brother out there, City B out there, City Blues, man. He and I, when that album came out, that was literally our soundtrack. everything that Prodigy was talking about on that album.
Produced
Oh,
by
we're going to commercial, y'all. We'll be right back. Yeah. We about to get into all things Furious Stiles, y'all. Listen up. Let's go. Hey, yo. Go to furiousstiles.com for all things Furious Stiles. We got music, beats, merch. But if you want to go directly to the merch, then go to furiousstylesclothing.com. We got hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, bags, everything you need, baby. We are now being sold on Amazon, eBay, Etsy. Just Google us. We're on Instagram. We have a Facebook shop. But if you want to find out more about Furious Stiles himself, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's go! All right, yeah, we had to hit that commercial real quick. Hey, make sure y'all go to furioussstiles.com.
Exactly.
Actually,
got the clothes on right now.
Man, we got them on right now. And this stuff is at furiousstylesclothing.com. So I got the hat. My bro got the shirt over here. And it's got the FS emblem on there. So, hey.
That's Styles with an I. Furious, spelled the way it's spelled. And then Styles with an I.
Yeah, Stiles.
Right.
Word. So, yeah. Hey, check that out, y'all. So, yeah. Definitely show your support. And, we'll see you at furiousstylesclothing.com and furiousstyles.com. Going back to where we were at before the commercial.
Number 8.
Like I said, going back to the Alchemist, I was almost done talking about him, but yeah, that HNIC album was a really important album to me. Just a lot of bangers on there, man. And a lot of them were produced by Alchemist. The song "Keep It Thorough." That was produced by the Alchemist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you start to think back to that HNIC album, man, that was an ill album.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, I still need to go back and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost several albums and stuff, through the years, through people breaking in my car or whatever. But
oh man,
that's one of the things. There's always good music, and you always go back and get good hip hop music. So.
I mean, and actually, it's funny, or I guess it wasn't funny at the time, but when I had a bunch of CDs stolen, that was one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're not alone in that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I actually lost that album as well. But
these Negroes down there do not know how to act.
Man, the folks, listen, if y'all can make it in Memphis, you can make it anywhere. It's a tough city.
Yeah.
It's a tough city, y'all. But it can be a very beautiful city at the same time. A lot of great history here, but. I pretty much redeemed myself with Apple Music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I had to go back and just buy everything, I mean, you're talking about a lot of money with all the CDs that I had stolen out of my car.
Yeah.
So I redeemed myself with Apple Music. So, shout out to Apple for that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Apple Music, man, I wouldn't be able to hear that stuff anymore because I lost a lot of albums.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man. So, yeah, shout out to the Alchemist. Alchemist is still dope. He's working with Griselda now.
Right.
And so, man.
Boldy James, too.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. I want to say, that Broken Bottles on the Tana Talk 3 by Benny the Butcher. That was produced by the Alchemist.
And the 224 Mayblock
was
produced by Alchemist.
Yeah.
Unbelievably hardcore.
I really think that we could sit here and probably name 200 tracks or something that are just dope that he did.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, hey, I got to give it up to Alchemist one more time, man. It's a legend, y'all.
Alchemist.
Yeah, that's his tag. So, what you got? I think we're at number
8.
Number 8. Okay, yeah. What you got?
Well, you already talked about it.
I did.
Evil D and Mr. Walt, the Beat Miners.
Oh yeah.
Black Moon's album, Who Got the Props, How Many MCs, even Royal Flush, Moving on Your Week Productions.
Oh man, that song's so awesome.
Yeah, mind-blowing music. Makes you feel that hardcore, that black soul, the soul of hip-hop.
Yeah.
And, listening to stuff like that, I don't think I ever get old.
Yeah.
I may look old, but I ain't going to be old in spirit.
Yeah, hip-hop keeps you young, man.
Yeah. It
really does. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, oh man, so many dope joints that they did on that Royal Flush. Like you said, Moving on Your Week. That Moving on Your Week Productions. Whenever I hear that song, always like see like the sky and clouds. Like it makes me think of like heaven or
It's
something.
a dream state, yeah.
Yeah, it's like real dreamy. Like it's an unbelievable feeling that and unbelievable visuals that I get in my own brain when I hear that track. That's how dope it is.
Yeah, that's the best music. Always does that.
Yeah.
It transports you to different places and puts you in certain mind states.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I agree, man. Man, that's why this music thing is so good, man. Like it's universal. You got people that can't even speak our language, and they be digging the hip hop,
and they know the lyrics.
Yeah, and that'll be like their introduction to English.
Right.
There's some people out there that I've seen like on YouTube, and they've said things like that was their introduction. That's when they first learned English, was the music.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Foreigners that are in this country.
Yeah. So, man, this is a beautiful thing that we got this hip hop. It's just music in general, because I love it all, like metal, alternative, and you do too.
Yeah.
So you understand. All right. This next, what's funny about this? Some of these top 10 producers, like, it's not even just like one person. Some of these are collectives, like the Beat Miners.
Collectors on mine. Yeah.
You got okay. So with the Beat Miners, that was that was my first one. That was my number 10, and that was two guys. Now, this right here, these brothers right here are from the Dungeon, a dungeon in Atlanta or in the ATL. It's three brothers, and they have produced nothing but hits from the likes of Outkast, Goody Mob, and everybody else that came along with the Dungeon family. One of the first collectives to work with Future, who ended up becoming to be a superstar.
Right.
And then, of course, you have your notables, people like your Cool Breeze that had some dope tracks. And I want to say Witch Doctor and Slim Calhoun, just that whole Dungeon family. And these brothers right here were
digging in the bottom of the basket, y'all, for these artists and producers.
Yeah, I mean, and let me tell you, when you talk about guys that just were consistent.
Yeah.
With just putting out dope stuff. We're talking about Organized Noise, y'all.
Yeah. I forgot about them.
Yeah.
In compiling my list, as good as they are, man, I forgot about them.
Yeah, you can't remember everybody. Like, when you sit down and you put together a list, like, you're going to miss some stuff.
Yeah.
Because when we did that top 25 rappers, I look back and I thought to myself, my top 25 was perfect.
Yeah.
But sometimes when we would mention, like, honorable mention, well, not even honorable mention, but just saying, I put them in my top 50. I thought about a bunch of people that will be in my top 50. Like, I gave a perfect top 25, but I know what that next 25 would be too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because I got to thinking about it, I was like, man, if we did a top 50, who would be that bottom 25 or, the other 25? And I started thinking about other people like Lupe Fiasco, Pharoah Monch. You know what I mean? So stuff's gonna come to you, but So you might not remember everything in the very beginning. But yeah, bro, I got Organized Noise. Like I said, Outkast, Goody Mob. Those names alone ring bells across the globe.
Yeah.
And everything that they brought to the table.
I give them an honorable mention on mine.
Yeah. Because they're very. This is a very, very important producer. Collective, y'all. You got to go back and check for these albums. Go back and check for your Outkast, your ATLians album, your Aquemini album. Goody Mob's first album, the Soul Food, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. There was a reason why everybody raved and went crazy over the Dungeon family, and these brothers, I guess all puns intended, were very instrumental. And everybody raving about the Dungeon family. Right. So yeah, hats off to
Organized Noise.
Organized Noise, y'all.
That was your number 7.
Yeah,
right?
that's my number 7. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now my number 7 is a tie.
Okay.
So I got Madlib and then Ski Beats.
Oh yeah. That's for Madlib. That's for Ski Beats.
Yeah. They got that. Madlib had the album with Freddie Gibbs, which already been talked about.
Right.
The Mad Villain album with MF Doom, which I mentioned.
Oh yeah.
You know, they had the song Curls with the bass on that. It sounds like a 60s, 1970s organ, and they had a space synthesizer and, you know, just unique music, you know.
Oh yeah.
Meat Grinder, he did that, which is a MF Doom track. Just go ahead and check that out. And Madlib, he done just crab beats. He crafts like TV movie tracks and fuses that all into a song somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's a very talented dude, man.
And then, you know, Ski Beats, you got Politics as Usual by Jay-Z.
Oh,
and
man.
Dead Presidents by Jay-Z. We On by Smoke DZA, which is it's a hot track. It's hot as anything he's ever done.
Yeah.
A lot of Camp Lo's albums were like Uptown Saturday Night and Black Hollywood were produced by Ski Beats.
Yeah.
Original Flavor joint. And then it's still sauce to this day, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
oh yeah.
Ski Beats and Madlib. That's a tie for me in 7.
Yeah, and the thing that's a trip is that those guys. It's like when are they gonna fall off? Because they just keep making dope beats. Like it's crazy. I mean, they don't they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I see it. So
those are all your best artists that keep expanding and keep giving you stuff you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree. So
it's
man,
all stuff I was getting from you.
Yeah,
when you were
appreciate
doing
that.
it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got a few more things in my bag though. You know, and I definitely appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully I'll make it on somebody's list out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know right now, you know, I don't want to like put myself in my own stuff, but you know, we'll see what happens as I continue to, you know, push forward with the whole movement.
Exactly.
But so yeah, hey, so that was Madlib and that was Ski Beat, y'all. So the next number we got is
Number 6.
Number 6, yeah, number 6. So so this guy right here is this is a solo producer, and you know he has been very instrumental. I guess this whole pun is going to keep going because that's what they make as instrumentals. But he was very instrumental in the group Little Brother being who they were.
Oh yeah.
And Chitlin Circuit, The Listening, The Minstrel Show. I mean, it goes on for days, months, years on the amount of illness that those 3 brothers put together.
It's not just 8 wonders in the world.
Yeah, it's 9. 9th wonder, y'all. Yeah, this guy right here. Get a little water. This guy right here is he is seen by everybody out there that's in the hip hop, producers, beat makers alike. He's a crowd favorite. You know, people love him. I honestly, when I get online and I look at threads like on YouTube, comment sections, and people talking and things of that nature, Twitter and whatever. You will see when people talk about beat makers, this guy's name is always going to come up.
Yeah.
Earlier, I mentioned an album that David Banner did called "Death of a Pop Star," and that album kind of went under a lot of people's radar.
Right.
But that was a collab. That was a collab album between David Banner and Ninth Wonder. So Ninth Wonder did all the beats, and those y'all need to go back and check for that album, y'all.
He's even done some stuff by Beyonce, stuff for Beyonce, I think.
Yeah, well, for Destiny's Child.
Yeah,
yeah, he did a beat for them. I can hear the beat in my head right now, and I can see the video, but I can't think of the name of the song. But yeah, he did some work with them. You know, he has his own record label, Jamla Records. And everything that he's done with Rhapsody, you know, which is a dope female MC.
right.
You know, I would say he's been inspirational to the other producer, Crisis, which I think Crisis is going to go on an honorable mention for me. Shout out to Crisis. Because they got kind of a similar style.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like, you know, they have influenced each other, and maybe Ninth Wonder, you know, is even really influenced him. Because they kind of got a similar style, but they still, you know, there's some differentiation there. But yeah, all those brothers and sisters that Ninth Wonder has worked with over there in the Carolinas and beyond, got dope songs and albums because of this brother Ninth Wonder. And for those who are familiar with YouTube, there is a YouTube channel called what's the one YouTube channel where they grab the beats? They'll go to a record label. They'll go to a record store with a bandana around their eyes.
Oh, I watch it all the time.
Yeah.
What's that called?
His is considered. Most people would tell you that his is probably the best one because he grabbed a bunch of random records and he made 4, not 1, not 2, not 3. Because a lot of guys will get on there and just do 1 or 2, maybe
like
3.
LeBron said, not 1, not 2.
Yeah, not 2, not 3, not 4. Well, but yeah, he ended up doing 4 dope beats. All of them are dope, and a lot of people consider his let me see what it's called real quick. Oh, it's you know what? I got it on the tip of my what's it called?
I watch it all the time.
Let's see, beats. Let's see, beats. Ninth Wonder. Yeah,
It's on YouTube for sure.
Yeah. It's like I can hear. Yeah, it's a Mass Appeal. It's
Yeah,
the name
Mass
of
Appeal,
Yeah, that's the name of their
exactly.
YouTube
Yeah.
channel, and they have a series called Rhythm Roulette.
Right, rhythm.
Yeah,
right.
and this is a very, very popular series that people watch on YouTube, people who are into hip hop. And Ninth Wonders is considered to be one of the best ones. And I would advise everybody that's watching this or listening to this right now to go check Mass Appeal's YouTube channel and look for Rhythm Roulette. Just search for Ninth Wonder Rhythm Roulette, and that's going to be a treat for y'all's ears, man. This brother is making beats on the fly. He makes 4 of the illest beats on the fly just like that. I don't even think it took him 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Got real skill, yeah. 'Cause
Very skilled, brother.
I'm still a student of the game. My beats are nowhere near, or even with the low tier producers. So
Yeah, you got to give it time.
you got to. you got to put your time into the craft and really think about what sounds go with what sounds and what you feel. And so hats off to a brother like Ninth Wonder.
Oh yeah. Shout out to him, man. Like I said, one of the best to ever do it. He kind of he's almost kind of like a second coming of Pete Rock to me, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but hey, Ninth Wonder, y'all. That is my number 6.
Explosion.
Explosion. You talking about like Death Row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my number 6 is a tie.
Okay.
So I got basically what you're talking about, the Tribe Called Quest Collective,
All right.
and then Just Blaze.
The Tribe. Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, man.
And then so all the Tribe albums, One Love by Nas, was done by Q-Tip.
Oh yeah.
Electric Relaxation, Jazz, Keep It Rolling, Bonita Applebum, Lyrics to Go. And then, 1, 2-ish.
Oh man.
It's all sorts of, Tribe Called Quest, they just had some of the greatest beats, going for a group. And
Yeah, I mean, the last time that we were on here and we talked, I mean, I talked about how Tribe Called Quest, that was the first time that I realized or recognized the power of hip hop.
Yeah.
So I'm all the way with you on that.
oh, yeah.
And I was wilding when I found out that Q-Tip, because we always knew Ali Shaheed Muhammad for doing the beats,
Right.
And then later on you find out that Q-Tip was instrumental,
Yeah.
in the beat making for Tribe. Also, they ended up getting together with Jay Dilla,
Right.
so Jay Dilla crafted that Tribe sound as well.
Right.
So, I mean, when you really think about it, it's like now that we really know, in the very beginning, you're kind of like, you're knowing the group, but you're not really knowing all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And now that we know the behind the scenes, that Ali Shaheed Muhammad was making beats, Q-Tip was making beats, Jay Dilla was making beats. Is it any wonder that Tribe had such ill albums like they did?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like now it's like, oh, well, no wonder they were so dope. You know what I mean? Because these guys ended up producing legends in their own right eventually. So
Some of the best in the game.
man, and you also had Just Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Blaze. If you didn't know, see what Just Blaze. Exhibit A from J Electronica, Exhibit C.
Oh man.
Actually, my favorite track, what I thought was done by Alchemist, Diamond.
Okay.
The song Diamond by Prodigy was done by Just Blaze.
Ooh. You know what? I thought Alchemist did that too.
Yeah.
But Just Blaze did that.
Just Blaze did Diamond the Track.
So, shout out to Just Blaze. That's one of my because that was the one that had like bars and hooks on there or something.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite tracks on that album.
Oh yeah. So it shocked me too because I always thought it was Alchemist.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually Just Blaze. So,
Ooh-wee. That's a star in his book.
Oh yeah.
Because that is a super dope track.
Yeah. And then Oh Boy. Cameron is Just Blaze.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Just Blaze man. Just Blaze is crazy.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Wow.
No More Fun and Games by The Game.
Mm-hmm.
On and on. He's a classic producer.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to that brother, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just like I said, I'm like tripping because I thought just like you did. When I was talking about the HNIC album earlier,
yeah.
I was just kind of like, I don't know. I thought that Alchemist, I was thinking that he might have did Diamond. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, I thought for years he always did it.
Yeah.
But I checked up on it, it's Just Blaze.
It's Just Blaze. Wow.
So
but anyway, I mean, hey, Alchemist still had bangers on it. That Keep It Thorough.
Oh yeah.
Alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Was ill. Not to mention, you remember that track that Prodigy had? Oh yeah, and matter of fact, while we're talking about rest in peace early on this podcast, man, rest in peace to the brother Prodigy, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gone too soon.
Man, gone too soon, man. That brother was ill. On the microphone.
You got to make sure you chew your food, not to be harping on whatever. But I'm telling you,
yeah,
you gotta. I've had some moments where I've almost choked on something.
Right.
You gotta.
And see, he was weak too because of his condition.
Right.
So that kind of made him weak to where that was kind of a difficult thing.
Right.
And so man, that's just such a freak thing that happened. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
it's unexpected when people die like that and they're not supposed to. And
yeah, that was extremely unexpected. But yeah, man, shout out to him, man. Yeah, that was a crazy track. But there was another track on there. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're gonna remember this. Prodigy's real wife had rapped on the album. Remember that?
Yeah.
Ooh, and that was produced by The Alchemist.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was for sure produced. It had a little sample at the very end where it was like, I might not, what did he say? I might not give up. What did he say? Yeah, he said, I might give up, but I never give in. Yes, we had. You know, the little sample that he used. Man, that sample was so dope, man. And, man, that's I kind of feel like that album might almost be a classic. Like,
yeah.
I can't think of nothing whack on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But going back to Just Blaze, man. Just shout out to Just Blaze and everything that you brought to the table. That's definitely one of my honorable mentions. Like if we were to do like a top 25 producers, you know, he's definitely in there.
Right.
You know, probably number 11 or something. You know, he's right there.
Yeah.
Furious Stiles.